My name is Harry Lee. I'm a Ventura County Master Gardener with the University of California's Cooperative Extension Service.
Okay, is there a website that people can check into to learn more about all this?
There is a website for the Ventura County Master Gardeners. That's the place I would start. There are other websites dealing with irrigation that you can access from our site.
Okay, or Google, I suppose.
Well, Google is a great way, but actually, if you enter Ventura County Master Gardener in your search engine, you'll get to our website, and from there you can go to many different places, including irrigation.
Okay, I just saw your presentation, and there's a lot of information in there. First general question that occurred to me was, is this trip really necessary? Why would somebody go to a drip irrigation system? We have PVC pipe all over the place.
Well, for the average homeowner, PVC pipe is really outside the realm of something that they want to do. It requires much more physical labor, it tends to be much more complicated, and most people look at it as something that you want a landscaper or a plumber to deal with. Drip irrigation can be done very simply from any hose bib. It can also be a conversion to an existing system if you do have PVC. But the basic idea with drip is that it's much simpler to install and honestly simpler to maintain.
Okay, is a drip system something that, let's say I was an accountant and not a plumber, could I do this myself?
Coincidentally, I am an accountant.
Oh.
And yes, I think I can recommend it to all my accounting friends as a system that would be well within well within their realm of ability. It can be scary, but with a little bit of information, a little bit of assistance, maybe a call or two to the helpline, you'll have a hose bib based drip irrigation system to take care of your vegetables or your shrubbery, fruit trees you may have. They'll all run quite well off of a drip system.
Yeah, why would somebody go to all the trouble now that the drought is over?
Well, especially for those of us in Ventura County, the drought is far from over. There are certainly parts of California that are probably back to where they were or close to where they were 4 or 5 years ago, but we're not. We still have groundwater issues. The lakes in Ventura County are nowhere near full, and we would be looking at several more years like we had in 2017 before they were full. And we also have, as much as we avoid it, we have increasing population pressures. So even if we have the same water supply as we have today available tomorrow, that water supply will have to be divided between more people. It's important that we learn how to manage our water usage in the landscape so that we're more able to enjoy the water we want to use in the household.
It's one immediate reason I can think of for going this route is the fact that water isn't free.
Well, that's true. You're saving money every step of the way if you can reduce that cost of water. And like everything else in our lives, water is not going to become cheaper even if the drought were to be over. It's going to only continue to be more expensive. It's more, the system has to be maintained, the supply has to be obtained. It all costs money.
So if you put in a system like this, say you had something like we have now with PVC pipes, would it pay for itself? If that were the case, how long would it take?
Well, I think the typical homeowner's not likely to spend a significant amount of money on an irrigation system. I think most of them would probably be less than $100. I think it's pretty easy if you could cut 5% off of your outside water usage. You pay for the typical drip irrigation system pretty quickly. If you have a large yard, it might take you just a little bit longer. The increase in parts may not quite keep up with the water savings, but you're looking, I think, at a relatively short recovery time if you can use that water more efficiently in your landscape.
Professional farmers, let's say an orange orchard, we have lots of those here, would they use a drip system?
Most farming operations, not all by any means, but most farming operations in Ventura County today do use drip. And whether we're talking about strawberries or citrus trees or avocados or any of the other commodities out there. Raspberries, of course, are becoming very popular as an agricultural commodity in our county. And drip is very common.